Hello everyone. Now we are going to discuss the basics of digital communication, and especially in digital communication we are going to discuss the digital pulse modulation schemes. In digital pulse modulation schemes, in this particular session we are concentrating the band pass modulation schemes. What are the band pass modulation schemes and what is band pass modulation? So see here, the digital band pass modulation, it is a process by which digital signal is converted to a sinusoidal waveform. This process involved switching the amplitude, frequency or phase of a sinusoidal carrier in accordance with the incoming data. There are mainly the three basic modulation schemes. There are mainly three basic band pass modulation schemes are available. So what is band pass modulation scheme means? It is one of the digital pulse modulation scheme, which is a part and parcel of the digital communications. So in case of a band pass digital modulation is mainly divided into three types. Those are amplitude shift keying, frequency shift keying and phase shift keying. So let us discuss some of the terms used in the multi-level signaling. So these are the important terms. And what is baud? What is baud means? It is denoted with the capital D equal to 1 by Ts, where D is the symbol rate, which is also called the baud. And next one is bits per sample. The formula is, it is denoted with K equal to log to M. And relation between the baud and bit rate, it is denoted by RB equal to K into D, that is D into log to M. K means log to M, it is D means 1 by Ts only. Here RB is the bit rate and K equal to log to M is the bits per sample. It is the relation between the baud and bit rate. And the relation between the bit duration and the symbol duration. Here Ts equal to K into TB, and TB into what is the value of K? Log to M. Okay, K log to M is the bits per sample. It is the relation between the bit duration and the symbol duration. Okay, these are the some of the terms used in the multi-level signaling there. So what I have discussed, these three are the amplitude shift keying, frequency shift keying and phase shift keying. These three are the band pass modulation schemes. Band pass modulation scheme, it is one of the part of the digital pulse modulation schemes. These are mainly three types involved in case of a band pass modulation schemes. So see here, the digital communication, actually the digital communication is divided into two types: baseband data transmission and band pass data transmission. And baseband data transmission is divided into pulse analog and pulse digital. So we have PAM, PWM, PPM in case of a pulse analog, and pulse digital it is PCM, DPCM, DM and ADM. So this pulse analog modulation is comes under the analog communication. It's a pulse digital and band pass data transmission will comes under the digital communication systems. These two comes under the digital communication system. In pulse digital modulation schemes are PCM, DPCM, DM and ADM. I had already discussed the pulse digital modulation schemes. Now I am concentrating on the band pass data transmission. And band pass data transmission is mainly divided into two types. Those are the binary transmission and M array transmission. In case of a binary transmission, we have a BASK, binary amplitude shift keying. We have BPSK, binary phase shift key, BFSK, binary phase shift keying. M array transmission is divided into four types. Those are the QPSK, 16PSK, 32PSK and QAM. QAM means quadrature amplitude modulation. So it is the overview of the digital communication. So this part comes under analog communication. So pulse digital and band pass data transmission will comes under the digital communication. So I had already covered the pulse digital modulation schemes. In this particular session we are going to concentrate only on the band pass data transmission. and the first one is ASK, amplitude shift keying. In this particular scheme, the amplitude of the carrier is varied with respect to the digital data. With respect to the digital data, amplitude of the carrier is varied in case of a ASK. So for a digital input, one amplitude level is high. For a digital input 0, amplitude level is low. For 1, amplitude is high. For 0, amplitude is low. So signaling used is on-off signaling. So ASK is also called the on-off signaling. Bandwidth requirement is 2 into RB. So FSK, in case of a FSK, frequency shift keying, frequency of a carrier is varied with respect to the digital data. The digital data will be either 1 or 0. The digital data means only the digital pulse only. Okay, the rectangular pulse only. For a digital data, we can use the frequency F1. For a digital data 0, we can use the frequency F2. Normally F1 is greater than the F2 only. So here we are using the NRZ, non-return to 0 signaling scheme is used in case of a frequency shift keying, and the bandwidth requirement is 2 RB. The bandwidth requirement in case of a FSK is 2 RB plus delta F. 2 RB plus delta F. Delta F stands for F1 minus F2. It is the bandwidth required in case of a FSK. And now we are going to concentrate on PSK. What is PSK? PSK stands for phase shift key. Here the phase of high frequency carrier is varied in accordance with the digital data. Here the frequency of carrier is varied with respect to the digital data. So here also we are using the NRZ. NRZ means non-return to 0 signaling is used in case of a PSK. Non-return to 0, it is one of the encoding technique used in case of a digital communication. And bandwidth transmission bandwidth required is in case of a PSK is 2 into RB. And next one, these are the waveforms for better understanding of the ASK, FSK and PSK. See here it is the digital data. See here, observe the digital data. Here it is 10 10 11 01 00. It is the digital data. So amplitude shift key, for 1 we have the high amplitude, for 0 we have nothing. For 1 we have the amplitude, for 0 we have the nothing. For 1 we have the amplitude, for 0 we have the nothing. So it is the amplitude shift key. Here the amplitude is varied with respect to the digital data. See here FSK. In case of a 1 it will be looks like this. In case of a 0 it will be look like this. Here the frequency F1 is always greater than the F2. Here it is F1, here it is F2. F1 is always greater than the F2. Here the frequency of the carrier, here it is the carrier. The frequency of the carrier is varied with respect to the digital data. So same way PSK. Here also the phase of the carrier is varied with respect to the digital data. So see here it is the phase, 180 degrees out of phase and 0 degrees out of phase. Here the phase, see here, observe the phase. Here the phase, observe the phase. Here the phase is varied with respect to the digital data. The phase is varied. So bandpass digital systems are mainly divided into two types. Those are the coherent bandpass modulation and non-coherent bandpass modulation. In coherent bandpass modulation, the receiver will have the phase recovery circuit with the local oscillator which generates the carrier wave which is synchronized with the carrier wave. So we have the coherent bandpass modulation techniques are the BASK, BPSK and BFSK. And non-coherent bandpass modulation means the receiver does not contain the phase recovery circuit. Here receiver does not contain the phase recovery circuit in case of a non-coherent bandpass transmission system, bandpass modulation system, where in case of a coherent bandpass modulation phase recovery circuit is present. Okay, here it is not contain the phase recovery circuit. So different types are the DPSK and non-coherent FSK and non-coherent FSK. Observe guys, here in case of a binary transmission is divided into coherent and non-coherent. So we are not concentrating on M array, we are concentrating on the binary transmission only. Binary transmission is divided into two types, coherent and non-coherent. Coherent, in case of a coherent we have the BASK, BPSK and BFSK. In non-coherent we have the DPSK and the non-coherent FSK. See here constellation diagram. Before going to discuss all this, we are going to understand what is meant by the constellation diagram. Constellation diagram or the space diagram, it is also called the space diagram. Constellation diagram is a graphical representation of the complex envelope of the each possible symbol state. So here the x-axis represents the in-phase component and the y-axis represents the quadrature phase components. So the distance between the signals on a constellation diagram relates to how different the modulation waveforms are and how easily a receiver can differentiate between them. So what is constellation diagram means? It is a graphical representation of the envelope of the each possible symbol state. So see here, before going to derive or before going to discuss the probability error of various schemes, we are going to discuss, we are going to know the formula of the probability of error. Probability of error formula is given by PE is equal to Q into square root of A1 minus A2 square by 4 sigma square. Here Q of x equal to half into ERFC of x by root 2. Here Q of x is a non-decreasing function there. Here it is a non-decreasing, Q of x is a non-decreasing function. Here Q of x is the non-decreasing function. If you see here, and probability of error PE is equal to Q into square root of A1 minus A2 square by 4 sigma square. And if you see, if you substitute and if you modify like this, and if you put in case of A1 minus A2 whole square is equal to ED, so it will be modified as PE equal to Q into square root of ED by 2n. It is the probability of error. It is the general formula. It is the general formula of the probability of the error. So here the Q is the non-decreasing function which is represented by like this. And next one, BASK. That means binary amplitude shift keying. It is also called the on-off keying. In case of a binary amplitude shift keying, the S1 of t is given by AC into cos 2 pi FC2, and whereas S2 of t is equal to 0. Now I am not going to derive any derivations for BASK. I am just going to give the formulas only. Okay, so here it is the energy. So energy is given by AC square into TB by 2. So probability error is very, very important, guys. Probability error is equal to Q into square root of AC square by TB into 4n0. It is the probability error in case of a binary amplitude shift keying. Here the transmission bandwidth is 2 RB. So here it is the constellation diagram. We have only the one point here, phi 1 and phi 2. So here we are having the phi 1 and phi 2. So we have only the one point, that is the square root of EB. It is the one-dimensional representation of the BASK. It is the constellation diagram or signal space diagram for the BASK. And next one, BPSK. Binary phase shift key. S1 and S2 are given by S1 of t equal to AC cos 2 pi FC2t and S2 of t equal to minus AC cos 2 pi FCT. So these two are called the S1 and S2 of t are called the antipodal signals. Why? Because we have the opposite signs there. So energy is given by 2 AC square into TB. It is the energy in case of a BPSK, and probability of error is given by Q into square root of AC square into TB by n0. It is the formula. Probability of error in case of a binary phase shift key. It is the constellation diagram or the space diagram in case of a BPSK. Here we have the 2 points, that is square root dB and minus square root dB. These two are the antipodal signals. So the transmission bandwidth required in case of a BPSK is 2 RB. And next one, BFSK. In BFSK, the equations of S1 of t and S2 of t are given by S1 of t equal to AC cos 2 pi F1t and S2 of t equal to AC cos 2 pi F2t. Here energy is given by AC square into dB, and probability of error is given by Q into square root of AC square into dB by 2n0. It is the probability of error in case of a BFSK, and transmission bandwidth is required is 2 RB. Transmission bandwidth required is 2 RB plus delta F. Delta F stands for F1 minus F2. It is the transmission bandwidth. Here it is the probability of error. So it is the constellation diagram or signal space diagram in case of a BFSK. So at this point we have square root AB, and at this point we have square root AB. It is the constellation diagram. Here we have the phi 1 of t and phi 2 of t are the functions, and BFSK, it is the signal constellation diagram in case of a BFSK. BFSK stands for binary frequency shift keying. And next one, DPSK. It is a non-coherent scheme. It is a non-coherent scheme. Differential phase shift keying is the modification of the phase shift keying. It is a non-coherent form. So for the perfect detection of the phase modulated signal, the receiver needs a reference signal. But if the differential encoding and phase shift keying are made together, so if the differential encoding and phase shift keying are made together at the transmitter, then the technique is called the DPCM. So if you combine the differential encoding along with the phase shift keying, we can get the DPCM. A DPCM avoids the need for complicated circuitry used to generate a local carrier at the receiver. See here guys, it is the circuit there. So here it is the balance. So see here guys, it is the encoder. So it is the differential encoder. So it is the differential encoder having the XOR gate. Differential encoder along with the balanced modulator is nothing but the DPSK, differential phase shift key. Here it is the differential encoder along with the balanced modulator. Differential encoder will consist the XOR gate. So see here, here it is the message sequence. See here, in case of a how we can perform the differential encoding. Differential encoding in case of a DPCM is, here it is the differential encoding. How can we perform the differential encoding means, here it is the message sequence. So here it is the input message sequence 0 0 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 1 1. Here it is the message sequence. So the encoded sequence. So here it is the encoded sequence. Encoded sequence will be like this: 0 0 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 0 1 1. Here it is the encoded sequence. So how can we get the finally how can we get the transmitted sequence or transmitted phase? Here it is the transmitted sequence. How can we get the transmitted sequence? It is a differential encoding process, no? So a differential encoding will consists of XOR gate now. So for same inputs 0 and 0 we have the 0. For different we are having the 1 and 0 are the different now. 1 and 0, so we have get 1. So 0 and 1 different now, 1. For 0 and 1 different, 1. For same we have the 1. For different, for same we have the 0. For different we have the 1. So it is the input message sequence. So it is the encoded sequence. So it is the finally the transmitted sequence. This transmitted sequence is obtained by doing the XOR operation with the message sequence along with encoded sequence. If you perform the XOR operation between the message sequence and the encoded sequence, we can get the transmitted sequence at the output there. So see here the probability error for the DPSK. Finally the probability error for the DPSK is half into exponential of minus EB by N0. Here it is the probability error for the or DPSK. So the probability error of DPSK is always greater than the probability error of the BPSK. And we are discussing the up to now we are discussing. So let me revise. Up to now we are discussing the binary transmissions. Up to now we are discussing the binary transmission, BASK, BFSK, BFSK. In binary transmission we have the coherent and non-coherent. Binary transmission is completely over. So now we are going to concentrate on M-array transmission. So what is M-array transmission? Now we are going to discuss. And what is M-array signaling or M-array transmission? See here guys, in M-array signaling the processor considers k bits at a time. So it instructs the modulator to produce one of m equal to 2 power k waveforms. 2 power k waveforms in case of a M-array signaling. Suppose if you take k value is equal to 1. So if you take the k value is 1, it is automatically it will be converted to the binary schemes. Automatically it will convert it to the binary schemes. So we are not using the binary schemes, we are using the M-array signaling schemes. If you consider k equal to 1, it will automatically transmit to binary schemes. That means BPSK, BSK, BFSK, it will automatically convert like this. So also for that we are considering m equal to 2 power k waveforms only. So the relation between the bit rate and the symbol rate is given by Rs equal to Rb by k, whereas k value is equal to log 2m. It already discussed the value of k, all these are discussed initially. So relation between the bit energy and the symbol energy, Es equal to Eb into log 2m. And next one, the relation between the probability of bit error and probability of symbol error for orthogonal signals. For orthogonal signals, what is the relation between the probability of bit error and probability of symbol error is equal to P by P small e by P capital E is equal to m by 2 minus m by 2 by m minus 1. It is the relation. And next one, relation between the probability of bit error and probability of symbol error for multiple phase signal is PE by log 2m. It is the relation. And MPSK, M-array phase shift key. In M-array phase shift key, the transmission bandwidth is 2 Rb by log 2m, and probability of symbol error is the probability of symbol error. The probability of symbol error is 2q into square root of 2k Eb by n0 into sin pi by m. It is the probability of symbol error in case of a M-array phase shift keying, and probability of bit error in case of a M-array phase shift keying is equal to 2 by k into q into square root of 2k Eb by n0 into sin pi by m. So it can also be written as 2 by k into q into square root of 2k comma b sin square pi by m. Here it is the probability of bit error, it is the probability of symbol error, it is the transmission bandwidth in case of a M-array frequency M-array phase shift keying. So and another M-array signaling technique is QPSK, quadrature phase shift keying. An M-array PSK with m equal to 4. So an M-array PSK with m equal to 4, the quadrature phase shift QPSK signaling is occurred. So same thing, the transmission bandwidth is Rb, and probability of symbol error is equal to 2q into square root of 2 Eb by n0, and probability of bit error is q into square root of 2 Eb by n0. And next one, so here it is the comparison table, here it is the gray code sequence. So here it is the gray code sequence, and it is the phase of the QPSK signal in case of a radian. We are considering m equal to 4. No, here we are considering m equal to 4. That's why we can get the QPSK signal there. For m equal to 4, we have the different types of the QPSK signal radians, that is pi by 4, 3 pi by 4, 5 pi by 4 and 7 pi by 4, and the coordinate points SI1 and SI2 will be given like this. Here this is the coordinate points. So it is the constellation diagram in case if m equal to 4. The 4 points will be followed by the gray code sequence. So if you have the gray code sequence 1 1 0 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 0 and 0 0, region 1, region 2, region 3 and region 4. Here it is the constellation diagram in case of a QPSK. So here is the constellation diagram or signal space diagram in case of a QPSK. It has the 4 points at 4 different regions. And next one is MFSK. Initially we are discussing the MPSK. So it is one of the M-array signaling scheme. Here it is the first one, MPSK, and next one, second one is the QPSK, quadrature phase shift keying. All these are the M-array signaling schemes. And here it is the constellation diagram. And next one, here it is the third one. Here it is the third one, that is MFSK, M-array phase shift key. The transmission bandwidth in case of a MFSK, that means M-array frequency shift keying, will be given by RB into M by 2 log 2M. It is the transmission bandwidth in case of a MFSK, and probability of symbol error in case of a MFSK is equal to M minus 1 into Q into square root of EB log 2M by N naught. So it can be also written as PE is less than or equal to M minus 1 into Q into gamma B log 2M. So it can be also written like this. And next one, probability of bit error. So it is the probability of symbol error. So it is the probability of bit error in case of a MFSK. Probability of bit error is given by the formula PE is equal to M by 2 into M by 2 by M minus 1 into capital PE. And whereas it can be also written as M by 2 Q into square root of gamma B into log 2M. So see, observe guys, probability of bit error in suffix we are considering capital E. So probability of the symbol error we consider the in suffix we have the capital E. So in case of a bit error we have the small e. It is the main difference between the bit error and the symbol error. And next one, fourth one, it is the QAM. QAM in case of a M-array signaling scheme. In M-array PSK system, if the in-phase and quadrature phase components are permitted to the independent, we can get a new modulation scheme, that is called the M-array quadrature amplitude modulation scheme. So it is the constellation diagram. So we have the different points at the different location. QAM, quadrature amplitude modulation, is the combination of the PSK, phase shift keying, and amplitude shift keying. And it is the constellation diagram if you consider only the 4 points by using the gray code sequence, that is so see here it is the region 4, here it is the decision boundary phi 1 and phi 2, here it is the decision boundary, here followed by the gray code sequence. It is the constellation diagram or QAM if you consider only 2 points. If you consider the n points, it will be just looks like this. If you consider only 4 points, it will be looks like this. It is followed by the gray code sequence actually 1 1 1 0 0 1 and 0 0. So and fifth M-array signaling scheme is the 16 array QAM, quadrature amplitude modulation. Here the transmission bandwidth is given by 2 RB by log 2 into M, and probability of error is given by 3Q into square root of ES by 5 N naught minus 2.25 into Q of Q into square root of Q of square root of ES by 5 N naught. Here it is the probability error in case of a 16 array QAM. So we have the 5 M-array signaling schemes. Here all these are the M-array signaling schemes, 5 M-array signaling schemes, and we have also have the coherent and non-coherent bandpass modulation schemes. So here it is the overview of the bandpass data transmission. Is mainly divided into binary transmission and M-array transmission. In binary transmission we have the coherent and non-coherent. In M-array we have the QPSK, 16 PSK and 32 PSK and QA, quadrature amplitude modulation. So in case of binary transmission we are having the coherent and non-coherent detection schemes. So